Hi guys, it's a pleasure to be here, the Student Comedy Awards. I would normally do the bit guys comedians do about students being a bunch of lazy, tax dodging, pot smoking, pot noodle eating junkies. But if I was to say that, everyone where I stay in Glasgow would be a student. That's not the case. Oh, you're a student, are you, pal? What exactly are you studying? Oh, a master's in stabbing cunts. Now get to fuck. I think we'll do that course in Dundee. Dundee's interesting. If you get a chance to go, do go, please. This is a brilliant fact about that city. If you go there often enough, eventually you'll steal your own wallet back. That's pretty cool. I've got to apologise to Chortle, Revels and Fringe tonight. I was late in getting here, so sorry guys. I got a lift through with my brother, who's an epileptic. He's a fine driver, it's just chaos at junctions and people flash to let him out. Absolutely. Before we crack on with the big jokes, I like to do some topical material, go through what's been going on in the news, and apparently all men in Scotland should be worried because gay rape is on the increase. I'm not worried, because I'm not gay. You see how that works, don't you? But Scotland's tramps last week made us proud by winning the World Homeless Cup. So a round of applause for Scotland's tramps. We beat Poland 9-3 in the final, which was no surprise because all their guys were over here playing for us. There's a brilliant article this week about the games you play in your spare time can influence what you do in your job. But this is amazing. You can see examples of famous people doing this, like George Bush still playing Duke Nukem, Osama bin Laden with hide and seek, or Michelle McManus with Hungry Hungry Hippos. They're all there. It's actually true that the terrorists that carried out the 9/11 thing practiced for 4 months in Microsoft Flight Simulator before doing it. It's just a shame the guys in the Twin Towers only had a copy of Lemmings. Even if you don't like that joke, you've got to admit it's pretty well constructed. My favourite article this week though was a whole tenement block in Glasgow, where I say Paisley Road West, had to be evacuated because a suspicious white substance was found. None of the locals could identify. Anyone thinking that's going to be soap? It's totally not just me. But this was the last one. Ask the doc, write in your questions to the doctor. And there's a woman here who's been having a wee bit of trouble with her weight, and she says, "Dear doctor, my one wish is to be thin before I die. Now my advice would be try AIDS." Look at it this way, Tom Hanks lost more weight in Philadelphia than he did in fucking Castaway. That was some guy. The more observant ones may have noticed I'm not the most politically correct person in the world, and I can trace this back to my nursery teacher. Because he came into class one day and went, "Right kids, we can no longer sing Ba Ba Black Sheep because it's not politically correct. So instead, we're going to have a wee game of Gook Whispers." But school was fun. You remember all the wee sayings you used to get at school to help guide you through life? Stuff like, "Absolute rubbish, it's not the winning, it's the taking part that counts." Well, if that's the case, fuck the Swiss, at least the Nazis get into the spirit of things. Or, "Don't judge a book by its cover." Complete nonsense. I'm sitting looking at Heinemann Maths 4. Hardly going to be the story of a young girl's erotic journey from the land to Minsk. Or the worst one, treat others the same way you'd like to be treated yourself. Maybe that explains why gay rape's on the increase in this country. Some of the other comics or anyone that's seen me before might be a wee bit surprised. I usually wear a Star Wars t-shirt when I do my gig and do an impression. Can't do it tonight because I'm not wearing it. Don't know why I told you. Is that irony? No? I'll tell you what is irony. Me, a fat bastard, heavy drinker and a chain smoker, going to the doctors for athlete's foot. But the Star Wars, I do love it, right? And see if you sit and watch it, you realise it's the story of a young man who doesn't know who his dad is and is in love with his sister. Sounds like it was written in Liverpool. Would explain the courting process down there though. If the girl you've pulled doesn't look like she's going to put out, they use force. Just going to end quickly on a wee true story. This is brilliant. I was playing a board game with my family, and it was the Shooting Stars board game, where the impressions round. And it came to you've got to pick up a card, read the name, do an impression, the other team's got to guess. And this is my wee brother Peter's impression, word for word. Picked up his card and then he went, "See if you can guess this." "Hello, I am Graham Norton." Awesome, Pete. Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your night. Good night and God bless.